All right, got a good video here for you today, and it's about hiring employees, what the cost is, the first couple years, and how, the ROI of hiring an employee will benefit you in the future. So I'll dive into it with real numbers, straight to the cold hard facts, and let's do it. So as I said, this is hiring an employee, and this would be base pay plus commission. This is just the structure that I use for my agency, and I'm going to use pretty simple numbers just to give you an example. So a base pay here in California, you can just kind of imagine. So this is how much is going out of the business. I'm paying out to this person, would be 50. Let's just call it 50,000, because that's a solid base pay here in California. So let's just say also this producer is producing $500,000 in premium a year. So that means roughly they're killing it. They're doing 41,000. So that's, they're producing, I'm just going to put here, producing 41,666 per month. So to give you an example, that's kind of how much they should be producing to make 500,000 for the year, 41,666. If you break that down into like a week, divided by 4, that's like $10,000 a week in premium they need to be selling. So that means, let's just say at a 10% rate, the business would essentially, so let's just say they're getting all the commission too. So you're paying out 50,000, and they're also taking all the first year's commission. They don't make renewals, they only make the first year commission. So that means in is $0. All you did was pay out the 50,000, and they took all the commission. So realistically, let's just say they made 100 grand. Your producer made 100 grand. You made nothing because they took the commission and you paid them 50,000. Does that make sense? So the ROI of this is negative 50,000. You literally paid out of pocket 50,000, took no commission. They took all the commission. And then so then you lose $50,000. So year 2, same thing. Their salary stays at 50,000. These numbers are going to be realistically fluctuate because people get raises and et cetera and stuff. But so then now that last year's 50,000 or 500,000 in premium they put on the board that they took the commission, they don't get that the second year. You get the second year. So now the second year they sell another 500,000, but that they take home again. But there's still renewal 50,000 from the previous year. So now this year you get, you make the 50,000 from the last year that they took, right? So there's a year that you have to eat. You're basically eating this first year. And then the second year you get the 50,000, even though they sold another 500,000 that they take home. So they're still making 100 grand. This producer is still making, because we paid them the base salary of 50,000 plus the $50,000 commission that they still take home this year, but this is last year's commission that they kept, but now I get it this year. So now the ROI of that, now we're breaking even. So year 2, you break even. So let's keep it going. So now 50,000 again. It's realistically, they probably got a little raise. Now maybe they're making 55,000. But now this year, this third year, now you make this year's commission that they took, and then this year's commission that they took. So now in is 100,000. So now that, here, now you add these two numbers. These are really negatives. Negative 50,000 plus 100,000 is now 50,000 in profit for the business. So in third year, you start to make money. I know this sounds messed up, but this is just how it is. But every year they're stacking another 50,000 that pays essentially for their salary the previous year, and then the next year, and then it really just starts to kind of compound. So now another year they're making 50,000 again, plus now you got 1 year, 2 years, and 3 years of the commission that they took home that now is back to the agency, because they don't make renewals, they only make the first year commission. So now we're at 150,000 coming in. So now you add that, and now we're at 100,000. So Yeah, you eat the first year, but that's why you keep your producers sharp. You keep them hungry. You keep them incentivized, and you really hope that the more money they make when commissions the first year, the better, because then it just starts to compound for you. So you really want them to do better. You want them to pass 41,000 a month. So that's really the goal. Like, you really want to be hitting this goal right here, 41,000 a month. You want to hold them accountable to 10,000 in premium per week, roughly, so that they can hit their 50,000. They're going to get paid 50,000 out of pocket from the agency, but you want them to make commission on $500,000 of premium, which is 50,000, so that they can hit 6 figures. This is a 6-figure earning producer right here. So that's pretty much it. That's all I got. Hopefully that makes sense. I hope I'm not too confusing. Just to recap, this is what's going out of the business. This is what's coming into the business. And then this is your return on your investment. So first year you lose, second year you break even, third year you start making money, and then it really starts to pick up. So yeah, keep the incentive high for your people. Don't skimp them out. I know I've learned my lessons here. I've maybe underpaid people on commission. You got to keep the incentive high, and you learn lessons. That's all it is. But take this, learn from me. Don't make the same mistakes as I made. Keep the incentive high, and if you see somebody that's not even near close to producing this much, you don't want to hold on to somebody that's just not fit for the job for too long. You want to give them a shot, obviously, but there's stats and there's reports, studies that show essentially if you hire the wrong person, they can cost the business over $80,000 in a year. So you can see that right here. Like, this is a $50,000 investment that you need to be prepared to hope that they make it past 4 or 5 years and they're producing at these numbers. And the real kind of test is in the first couple months. You'll know pretty quickly if you start to see them like, hey, this guy's just not fit. He's not making calls. She's not making calls. She's not following up. She's not organized. She's not closing deals. She's not able to put up even 5,000 in premium a week. Everybody's got to start somewhere, but you got to have somebody that is committed, that wants it, that's hungry, that really wants to make 6 figures, because they can't rely solely on this base commission. They need to be motivated, and part of that is the high incentive of you get the full commission the first year. But you don't have to explain to them, you don't have to tell them anything really, but you tell them you make the first year's commission, and that's a great incentive. When you're selling big policies and you're providing them leads and you're giving them opportunities to sell and make a lot of money, hey, there's no excuses at that point. You have to hold them accountable, coach them, be there for them. But at the end of the day, you really have to go and, they have to produce. So recognize, and this is something that a lot of big, business owners say all the time. They say be slow to hire and quick to fire. So if you start to see it in the first couple months, like, just have a gut feeling like this person isn't right. And as an operator, different operators feel and see different things. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that, helps a little bit with your hiring, and be prepared, because it's expensive your first couple years, and eventually it starts to really pay off. But that's all I got, and we will see you guys at the top. Make sure to check out chriscostantini.com or shoot me an email if you need some help, chris@adelfiainsurance.com. I'll do another giveaway here on this one, guys. If you like and comment on this video, I will put you into enter into getting a free consulting call with me. We can do a 1-hour consulting call. Like and comment, and we'll jump on a call. I'll help you out, whatever you need, whether it's hiring, firing, whether it's growing, marketing, sales, structures, processes, procedures, anything that I can help you kind of get along your way faster and get to the top faster. Let me know. I'm happy to help out. I didn't catch that, but it is what it is. I'll see you guys